I'm recording our call if you don't mind.
All right.
So you're asking what's going on. In 10 minutes, I'm talking with Mike Whitmore, Udi Schlesinger, Billy Beatty, Joe Kennedy, and rest of the crew that's putting together Social Media 201 in Seattle.
Yeah.
The exciting part is this is, I think, our last call before the April 1st submission date for a presentation. So I'm still polishing my deck. I'm going to be repurposing a couple of the decks I've used before to talk about the history of social media, of course. But this particular one is a 45-minute keynote where I'll be talking about the future of social media.
And what exactly does that mean? Like, what is the future?
Well, that's the thing. So it's a 45-minute keynote. As a keynote speaker, it's important that I kind of merge the tapestry of the other speakers' themes. So here's what I'm thinking, and then I'll answer your question about the future. I'm thinking it's going to be almost like three phases. The first, talking about the history of communications and social media, enlightening people to things I did in the 80s with the bulletin board system to meet people. Then taking them into what's going on now and talking about how we could sandwich together these different ideas to help people humanize, engage, listen, promote, and sell using low cost new media solutions. The problem, Eloy, as you and I both know all too well, the
Hmm.
it's out here. The small business is the one that's starting to take that little walk into it, and big corporate America is afraid to actually reach out. Even the small business owner is confused. How do I use this technology? I mean, how do I merge my individual personality and my corporate brand, and we look at this brand individuality that comes together and try to teach people that you can put your person on the line, but humanizing your brand is another step of allowing people to connect with your brand. Now, you asked about the future, so let me cut to the chase. There's a lot of new tools that have come out science wise and social media wise, and I'm taking a look at how these can apply together effectively. I'm looking at tools that go as extreme as technology that can read your mind by looking at where your eyes are moving on a screen, measuring the blood flow from your cerebral cortex, and actually reassembling the words. It sounds science fiction, but it's very real. And by doing this, could you imagine looking at a screen of food and having the computer almost cater to you? Hey, I see you're looking at pizza. Hey, I see you look towards mushroom. Or, hey, I see you're thinking about this and tweeting it. The future of social media is a lot more than that, Eloy. It comes down to the ability to be able to network more efficiently than ever before. Just like just like when my friend Chris dialed into our Skype call earlier, I thought this is an opportunity to transfer a friendship. You're somebody I trust and have a great friendship with, so is Chris. I did the intro, here's how we met each other, and now that tapestry is there. If Chris ever called you directly, there'd be no doubt of who he was or how you met. Now, when it comes to social media and business, you take that a notch up. So, one of the things I've been fascinating with recently is the ability to use biometric demographic search capabilities to be able to actually look at someone and pull that picture up in a database, to connect that, to find your layers of relationship with that person. You may have multi-threaded relationships with people you're not even aware of. You hear about that like 5 degrees of separation. I really believe with social media it's just going to be three and maybe even get closer.
Hmm. And are you going to be like displaying anything specifically? Like, exactly how are you going to approach teaching this or showing or introducing this to the crowd?
Well, that's my challenge. That's something over the next few days I'm going to be putting together. I'm comfortable with PowerPoint. I know that vocally I like to speak and share, but I need to drive home this message. So I'm thinking images are going to be effective. Images is a communication technique that's worked for thousands of years. And I almost think that it's going to begin like have a caveman, like, carving into a wall. Will you be my friend? Confirm or deny. And just, or maybe a telegraph with bing, 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 bing. Here's my Twitter update. I want to explain that the disruptive technologies of the past, telephone, telegraph, everything that we now have incorporated into standard business methodologies is starting to change. I bet when the telephone came out, nobody was eager to grab this tool and use it for their business, but after a while, you'd be out of business if you didn't have a sign in the window saying, "We have telephone."
Yeah.
My message, Eloy, I'm going to give it to you in one sentence. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
It's never been about the medium. Social media is about the message. It's ubiquitous.
Social media is about the message.
It's about the message, not the medium, my friend.
That's awesome.
And that's it. That's the beauty of it. I'm going to wrap this video. Thanks for making this with me. And hey, everybody on YouTube, thanks for watching. The audio guy was Eloy Claudio.
The audio guy.